So, when the kids come in the door to the cafeteria, some of them come by bus, others ride their bikes, some walk in, some come with their family members. They come straight into the kitchen where all the magic happens. I'm filming this during the weekend, so you're not able to see all of that. But they meet up with these fabulous heart and soul folks, the cooks, who know every child by name, all of their food preferences, and encourage them to eat healthy. Then they head to the back of the cafeteria to join us. Our group is called JEEP, Giles Early Education Project, where we try to expose them to lots of options for play and for putting their hands on art forms. So I'm going to show you a little bit about the things that they've accomplished this summer artistically. They made these beautiful blocks and then created prints, which we filled the windows with. Very pretty. We also introduced them this year to weaving, and that art form was a very exciting one. They hadn't done that before. Sitting together with their hands on the materials was quite cathartic. These are what we call our biocolor butterflies. They love this project and all the color that it brings to the walls. They made about 195 of these in a couple of days. Here are our I Love Nature peace flags. Lots of pictures of beautiful nature creations. There's Abby's ladybug. More pretty weaving. These are clay creatures, as they dubbed them. Some of them were pretty hilarious. These windows are filled with their watercolor resist. They loved putting their hands on watercolor in lots of different ways this summer. Here's our environmental alphabet. Letters starting with a word that represents Giles County. For instance, A for the Appalachian Trail, N for the New River, Z for the zucchinis in our garden, and my particular favorite, P, is for poison ivy on a picnic. We were pretty hysterical about coming up with that one. Here are our stained glass windows. Took all summer to create. We explored the spectrum of the color wheel: red, orange, yellow, green, blues, and purples. We also brought in petals from all our gardens to fill these bottom windows. Here is a really sweet project, self-portraits that were displayed in a spiral. Very nice collaborative piece. We have a really good library this year, thanks to our AmeriCorps volunteers who did a book drive for us. Here's our wild and crazy block area where all kinds of amazing things happen. We call this Architect's Alley. Pictures of some of the block creations that the kids have done together. At the end of the summer, just next week, we will give some awards for all of those creations. Here's our wall of beautification. Hundreds of pieces of art from all the children. They've really kept us on our toes. The kids love Connect 4, and they play constantly. And at the end of the summer, typically, we hold a tournament. And you can see all of these kids who've signed up for the tournament, which will be next week. We give fun prizes to just about everybody. We always have beading available. Kids really enjoy taking something home like that. This is our documentation notebook about the summer. Children really love looking at that, as do the adults who come back and join us. These are necklaces that the kids are creating for the cooks for gifts for the end of the summer. Here we have some illustrations that are going on. We've been invited to illustrate a small book about Giles County that will be coming out. So you can see that the kids are enjoying those fun nature reference pamphlets that help them to work on those. Here's a smattering of an idea of some of the illustrations they've done already. There are many, many more. Over here is typically our studio table. This is where we do all our exciting art projects, but it's dedicated right now to writing love letters to our cooks. So they're writing letters about their favorite food and how thankful they are for the cooks. This is a vending machine typically. I guess it still is, but we cover it with pictures of all the kids who come to play with us back here. It's about 140 kids this summer, many more than last summer. This is a pretty cool picnic table that was built for us by the Giles County Tech Center, and then the kids have spent the entire summer making a mosaic on the top. A lot of the kids live at Mullins Trailer Park, so you can see that they spelled that out on the top, and the picnic table will be installed over there in the fall, so they're pretty excited that that'll be coming home with them. This is just a way that we've kept track of some of the illustrations for the Smiles of Giles little book. This was a fun, just a quick activity that they really enjoy putting their hands on, masking tape designs on cardstock. This is our little library that they've worked on all summer also, and that will be headed over to Mullins Trailer Park also to sit right beside the picnic table. Here is one of the first projects that we did this summer, a wet on wet watercolor that seemed to really launch them into creativity and a love for art. This is a cool little collaborative piece. Paint on lids. Oh, this is so nice. This is a weaving project that the kids worked on all summer, and we just tied it off the loom. It's going to be displayed over at the school board office for a while. Here are our stained glass windows. They could not get enough of this project either. These kids love color. These were fun, little black acrylic circles made with lids, and then they came back and watercolored those. Huge mess, but worth it. This project was something that a volunteer from a local arts collaborative came in and did with the kids, red on yellow. So what you can see is that we started with a completely empty cafeteria, and now it is a gallery that represents who these children are, and we're so proud of it. If you'd like to know more about this project, you can look at a chapter in the book called In the Spirit of the Studio, Learning from the Atelier of Reggio Emilia, published by Teachers College Press. It's been a wonderful, great summer, and we hate for it to end next week. It's been filled with good friends, awesome food, and beautiful artwork. We'll see you next summer.